This is Spain. I'm here in Gerona and we're here on this wonderful lake. This is history, and not only history, but it's an artistic colony with this great lake behind us. We have had probably the most incredible experience going through the markets and going through the cathedrals and experiencing Spain. And then we went through Barcelona, and after Barcelona we were in Vic, the markets. And this lady just passed.
1733, that was the year in which the works were finally completed. And another nice building is the one on the right side, the Pia Almoina. So we know at the end of the 9th century some Jewish families lived already over here. So what we have is these four type of grapes. So, well, what we do is just rosé wine and red wine aged in barrels. Okay, then, what we join in?
All this beach, so many years ago, was called the beach from San Pol. But we have another village to the south of Catalonia in the coast from Barcelona, which is called Sant Pol de Mar. This area is called S'Agaró, S''Agaró. Why? We get the name from the river, but we honor the fishers, the old fishermen, because you know that here in Catalonia and in Spain we say the articles, they are el or la, but we have the salted article from the fishers, which is us to say el and sa to say la. We've got the S'Agaró Hotel. Right now it's a 4-star hotel, but before it was called the Hotel Monumental, and inside this hotel we had a school, a small school. It worked only from 1935 till 1936, because in 1936 we had the Civil War.
In this restaurant in Vic, you'll find some of the local cuisine. Vic is a very special town with an open market and splendid architectural buildings.
We find different houses, and the origin of the market, it was because the origins of the city was in a small hill. On top of the hill there was a field, and the farmers and the traders came here in order to sell their products. It was the origin from the market. Then in the Middle Age, they need somewhere to protect from the weather. The origin of the balconies was in the 17th century, when the important people or nobility wanted to mark the social class. And for example, when the people celebrate the parties, the local parties, the nobility don't want to mix with them, but wanted to enjoy the party. Here we have the giants. They are very typical figures. This is the usual decoration, but in a cathedral it's not usual to find this kind of colors and this treatment of the figures, which are very impressive.
We've just entered the interior of the City Hall in Vic.
These paintings are from the family the Rothschild, very rich and important family in Europe. These paintings are made on wood, and it represents the 4 seasons. The spring here, and Asia. Summer here, you can see with Africa. And autumn here, Europe, and at the end, winter with America. The Hudson Bay at the end. But here there's a mix of different countries. The artist, he always paints on a fabric. It is very unusual. Here we have a Roman temple. This Roman temple was built in the 2nd century of our times. And here, during the Middle Age, was catched by a castle, a Romanesque castle from the 11th century, which entered the Roman temple and used the walls of the Roman temple as a court, as a patio. And that's the reason of this disappearing of this building just to the 19th century in 1882, when here they decided to knock down the building and to build another one. And they found some different elements from the Roman period, and they decided to rebuild and to reproduce the Roman temple. That means that this Roman temple have the cella, the box, which is original. You can see at the lateral, and just in front of us, all the frontal are reproduced in the 19th century.
The Mediterranean Sea is a way of life for the fishermen. Palamos, Spain is a fisherman's village where you can find fish so fresh that you could slap it in the face. This is Palamo, the fishing village, where you can also find the Fish Museum. These are some of the local ceramics.
Cuando ya tengamos la carne dorada, lo que vamos a hacer es en la misma cazuela cocinar las cigalas.
We're gonna cook this special kind of shrimp that is called cigalas. And we're gonna cook it at the same time with the chicken.
Ponemos la cebolla.
We add the onions.
¿Qué ponéis aquí? Pondremos también el tomate, las hierbas aromáticas.
We're gonna add the tomato.
Everything.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Y ahora esto lo dejaremos cocinar unos 15 minutos, más o menos.
Now we have to leave it cooking 15 minutes.
We are in the Alella d'Ió, the denomination of origin. For me, the important thing about the domination of origin of Alella is that you are now in a very specific area in the world with our unique variety, genuine variety called Pansa Blanca. Pansa Blanca is the variety that gives personality to our vineyards here. We produce 1 million bottles of cava, of sparkling. 1 million bottles, it's nothing. It's 100% of the local market. But I can tell you that we are 2 or 3 producers in sparkling that, in terms of image, are famous here. So I can tell you that we are more or less the 2 or 3 or 5 important sparklings in terms of image. Then we produce 500,000 bottles of the still wine, which is represented in New York. We are very famous in the States, very famous for us, not for you, but for us, because it's our first market for the Marquis de Alella. So we are much more successful selling to your country the still wine that you will taste, that more than the cava. You will enjoy better.
For alcohol, it's not a problem. Can you give her another shower of champagne? No.
Voila! And now you can drink it, no problem, I got it. Okay. I don't drink. I don't want to drink. No.
Ah, this is a beautiful Costa Brava.
Yes, and this is my house, and I hope you enjoy it very much with us. The name of the hotel is Agua Clara. We are in the center of Bagur, in the more beautiful village of the Costa Brava, in Lampurda. And we have the more beautiful beaches and a nice village to visit and to enjoy it with the gastronomy.
We're wrapping up our tour of Spain. We're here in the small village of Bagur, and it's on the Costa Brava, and it's an incredible artistic village where people are friendly and warm, and the cuisine. It's a culinary delight. Until next week, I'm Jon Haggins, the GlobeTrotter. I'll see you then.
Ponle todas tu atención, que serán tu corazón y el